Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be about, of course, my beauty favorites. This is a beauty channel. If you're new to my channel, go ahead and hit the subscribe button so you can see more videos like this. And for the rest of you, let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing I'm going to talk about today is highlighters, guys. Yes, the glow on the cheeks. We have to discuss this. We have to talk about this. And I'm also going to be doing a makeup tutorial on this look for you guys. If you don't like the eye makeup that I have on, you at least need to see how I get my face to look nice and fresh and dewy. I think that's what everybody wants. Everybody wants to look more youthful. So this is definitely something that I have been loving. Especially, it's a good way to get rid of some of these cream highlighters or liquid highlighters that we have. Guys, I have been just loving what I'm doing. So let's go ahead and get started. So the first highlighter I'm going to talk about is my Josie, and I'm going to say Maran highlighter. This, guys, is amazing. I use this every single day this month because it's just been the go-to highlighter. And I'm going to show you guys how I use it in the video, but once you see how I use this, guys, it is absolutely life-changing. For me, it was like a bulb just went off and it's like, why haven't I been doing this? This is what I need to do. So I have been absolutely loving this, guys. If you are looking for a liquid highlighter, something that gives you just a nice, really simple glow, and this is definitely it. I'm going to show you everything you need to know about that in the video. So like I said, make sure you subscribe and check that out. Also, since we're talking about highlighters, I have 4 this month. That's how highlight crazy I've been. So the next one I'm going to talk about is the Hourglass. This is the Ambient highlighter. You don't have to call it a highlighter. I use this one for underneath my eye area, and I do like this one. I notice a lot of people now are not really talking about Hourglass since Becca came out with all of her highlighting products. But anyway, yeah, so I have absolutely been loving the diffused light. If you guys, I'm going to actually link a video down below to where I showed you guys how I applied all of these. And that particular day, I don't think I had on any foundation or anything. I think I just used these powders, and I showed you guys how I used them, and it looks like I had on a full face of makeup. So I definitely want you guys to go and check that video out if you want to know how to use these powders, or if you're in the market looking for some nice subtle powders. I'm going to say these are subtle powders to highlight with and just really make your face look really luminous. So definitely give that video a look. So this one is in the diffused light. That's one of the yellow toned one. And then the next one is Ethereal Light. Guys, this one is also very beautiful. This one is really pale, and I know a lot of people look at this like, I cannot get away with wearing that color, but you can. I actually have it today on my forehead, and believe it or not, I think it gives you just a nice airbrushed kind of look. Again, like I said, I'm going to link that video down below for you guys because I definitely want you to go and check it out if you have any questions about these powders, because I know a lot of people do. But guys, that's just how I use them, and I show you everything in the video and I apply it. So definitely make sure you check out that video. But I am back in love with this. I don't know why I ever stopped using it. So been in love with this. And then the highlighter I feel like everyone needs in their life is this one by Bobbi Brown. This is in the Bronze Glow. This is actually a relaunch product. She came out with it, I want to say, last year around Christmas time, and then she relaunched it again this year, guys, and there was no way I was going to miss it the second time. I think it was Amanda NSYNC and just Nitra B and just some more girls that I seen that had this highlight, guys, and it was absolutely beautiful on their skin. So it was definitely one that I was going to run to the store and get, and I'm so glad I did because, guys, it is what I say it is. It is absolutely beautiful. This is one that my husband absolutely loved because it's just a really nice highlight. It's not over the top. It looks really natural, I think, on a bunch of different skin tones. I've rubbed it right in here, but guys, it is absolutely just beautiful. So definitely have been loving Bobbi Brown Bronze Glow. You can get it on Sephora, and you can also get it on the Belk website, I do believe. Macy's probably carries it too. I would think Macy's would carry Bobbi Brown. So if you haven't picked it up yet, I would definitely recommend doing so. I do believe they are still saying it's limited edition, so you might want to go ahead and get this now before it sells out or before they don't restock it. The next highlighter I'm going to talk to you about is, yes, the one by Jaclyn Hill. This is in Champagne Pop. So what I tend to do is I use the Bobbi Brown one first, and then for that really effect or that pop, as she says, I go ahead and I use the Champagne Pop. And guys, I love this too. This for me is a little more out there. It just really brings that highlight out. If you want it to sit out, if you want it to be like bam in your face, then this is what I'm going to, along with that Bobbi Brown, and it just like I have today. And you guys can see that highlight just really sets out there. So absolutely have been loving that as well. Now, let's talk about the basic stuff, shall we? Because it's fine that you have all the highlighters and everything, but if you don't have a good canvas to start your face out with, then you're in trouble. So as you guys know, I moisturize every time I apply my makeup. I have dry combination skin. My face is normally dry. My T-zone is oily, so that's where I get the dry combination from. But what I've been loving here lately for a primer, and yes guys, I am using a primer. So I put on my moisturizer, then I put on my primer, and then I go into the rest of the whole business. But anyway, this has been the Cover FX. This is the mattifying primer with anti-acne treatment. I love this. I have tried the Hourglass primer, and I felt like that one gives you kind of a white cast on your face, kind of almost like that whole Milk of Magnesia feel. So I've kind of strayed away from that. And I also like, for a drugstore primer, I like the, what is it, Baby Skin. I really like that one. This kind of reminds me of that a little bit. But I really do like the Cover FX Mattifying Primer, guys. I would definitely recommend this for those of you that are in the market and you want more of a high-end kind of primer, especially if you have any kind of acne. I've been using this for the last couple of days. I noticed I had some bumps like along this area, and they've gotten a lot better. And I am going to be going to the dermatologist in the new year, and I'm going to be going to her and kind of getting my skin to be the way I want it to. I've never went to a dermatologist in my life before, so that might be something that I will share with you guys. So definitely leave me a comment down below if that's something you would be interested in, and seeing how I get rid of adult acne. I'm going to call it adult acne because I have not really been dealing with this whole acne thing until I got later in my years. So around about 27-ish is when all of that started happening for me. So yeah, I'm definitely going to be going to the dermatologist about it, but until then I've been using the Cover FX, and that's just been giving me just a nice base while it's also fighting any acne or blemishes or pimples or whatever. This is what I'm going to. So absolutely love this. And then for foundation, this month I've been using more of a foundation, I feel, that's more full coverage as opposed to what I normally use. You guys know I love my BB creams, or I really are my MAC Face and Body. Those happen to be my favorite foundations. So I've been going to the NARS Sheer Glow foundation. This foundation to me is about a medium coverage foundation, even though they say it's a sheer glow. I feel that as time goes on, maybe the skin gets a little more dewy looking or a little more luminous, but this is what I go to. For me, it's a little heavier than the BB creams that I tend to use, so it's more like a full coverage foundation for me. So this is what I've been going to, and I absolutely love it. And like I said, I do moisturize my face every single morning anyway. So that's another reason why I love this. It really doesn't dry my skin out because I've already moisturized. And then to make sure I keep moisture in my skin, I have been using the MAC. This is the Prep and Prime Fix Plus, guys. If you do not have this in your life, if you are someone where you cake on the makeup, meaning and I know I'm guilty of it too, by the time we go in, we put our foundation on, we put our primers on, we put moisturizers on, then we put the foundation on, and then we throw all that stuff on top. We become cake face. It's just like a cake. You're just adding layers and layers and layers and layers, and it can make your face look really dry. So that's one thing I love about the MAC Prep and Prime Fix Plus, is once you spray that on, it's going to bring life back to your face, and it's also going to help trap in all the moisture that you have applied. So for me, when I apply my moisturizer, after I apply that, I spray my face, and then I spray it again at the end because I want it to look like my skin. This is absolutely wonderful, you guys, and I definitely recommend it. It's also good for foiling eyeshadows as well. If you want your eyeshadows to look more vibrant, or even if you really want to get that highlight popping, you can just spray some of this on your face and then go back and reapply that highlight. Yes. Yes. So, absolutely love the MAC Fix Plus. Definitely make sure you guys pick this up. And then I'm going to be talking to you about my powder to set my under eyes with. Now, I know a lot of you guys are in love with the Laura Mercier powder. I'm kind of indecisive about that whole powder. Sometimes I like it, sometimes I don't. When I take pictures, I don't like it because I see the flashback. So I'm kind of on the fence about that. This is one that I know a lot of people have been on the fence about as well. It's the Ben Banana Luxury Banana Powder. But guys, I like this better, I think, as opposed to the Laura Mercier powder. Does that make sense? Maybe I'm just at the point of where we're having a love-hate relationship. But right now I'm not feeling that, and I'm feeling this. So this is what I've been using, and I like the way it just looks, especially after using the Fix Plus, you know, and everything. And I just feel that it does brighten my face, and this is more for my skin complexion. I think that makes sense. Okay, so I'm just going to move on from there, and then I'm going to talk about my favorite eyeshadow palette. You guys probably already guessed it. It's the Morphe 350. Guys, when I saw this palette, I want to say probably before Jaclyn Hill talked about it, I went onto the Morphe website. I'm thinking maybe a little bit before that, or either she had mentioned it before, maybe it hadn't really took off, but somebody had mentioned this palette, and I remember looking at it and I was thinking like, yes, you will be mine, because I'm a neutral girl. You guys know I love neutral colors. So this palette is right up my alley, guys. But this is what I have on my eyes today. This is beautiful. You can do a lighter look, you can do a darker look, you can do a smoky look. Guys, this is absolutely a beautiful palette. So if you're in the market looking for a palette, I definitely recommend the Morphe 350 palette. Morphe shadows, guys, are so pigmented. You don't have to take my word for it. You can go to anyone's video. You can look at anyone's video, guys, and you will know how pigmented these shadows are. And the price is phenomenal on them as well, especially if you use one of these bigger YouTubers codes. You can get 10% off or something like that. Guys, definitely make sure you look into getting you the 350 palette. I know it was all the rage during the holiday, but it's past the holiday now, so you might be able to get your hands on it a little bit easier. But guys, this is what I have been loving for eyeshadows, and it's been the only palette that I want to say I've used for the last 2 months, guys. So yes, definitely get your hands on this. And last but not least, I'm going to talk to you about a lip color. And this has just been my go-to. I know I'm going to run out of this pretty soon, but this is the Kat Von D Lolita. I have it on my lips today. And I eat and I drink and I do whatever, and I still don't reapply it, and it's still there, guys. Yes, it's going to be a little bit drying. What liquid lipstick isn't drying? Especially if you know it's going to be more of a matte formula. It's not a lip gloss. It's a liquid lipstick. So keep that in mind. If you have a really, really dry lips, I would recommend just like moisturizing before. And other than that, you should be fine. But I have been in love with the Kat Von D Lolita. So there you guys have it. That is my favorites video for the month of December. Yes, my birthday month. I'm filming this today, guys, actually on my birthday. Yes, I'm working for you guys on my birthday. Now, who does that, right? I do. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Go ahead and make my day and hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, so you can see more videos like this. And thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.